You could say I'm somewhat well known for garlic bread.
We're sending garlic bread to the edge of space!
In fact, it's probably fair to say that I'm a fan of garlic bread that is out of this world. So who better than the first cook to see their garlic bread get launched to the edge of space and back down, it was very cold, to today give you the ultimate UK supermarket garlic bread haul taste test thing. Yeah, I think that's an adequate qualification. Yep, that's right. In this video, I am off to every UK supermarket in my hometown. We're gonna get some budget ones, we're gonna get some mid-range ones, we're gonna get some quirky ones, and then rank them on a proper tier system. I think these originated from like Japanese culture. They used to rank video games like S is superior at the top, all the way down, A, B, C, D, F. No E, because apparently F is better for fail. Well, hopefully there won't be too many fails, and I've already done the shop yesterday. Commence the supermarket haul montage thing. Well, this is going to be fun, and it might be dark by the time we're done. Tell you what, this has been very good for my step count. Only got 3 supermarkets in so far, and I'm already put off by garlic. Just did the classic thing of getting stuck in the middle of Lidl, went in there looking for garlic bread, nearly came out with a hammer drill. Even the seagull was looking for garlic bread. Just been at Marks and Spencer's, some good stuff in there, and now it's raining. Feels like it's raining garlic bread, to be fair. Tell you what, there's been a real difference in the clientele. One supermarket, I thought they were going to roll out the red carpet, then the security guard followed me. The other supermarket, there was a girl in her pajamas. I feel like I've done some crazy Christmas shop for someone who's obsessed with garlic bread. Yep, that's a lot of garlic bread. Luckily tonight I'm off to a 5-a-side football tournament with over 30 people playing that will not be too fussy about free cold garlic bread. Our first category are the budget baguettes, and it's worth noting that some of the supermarkets didn't actually have budget versions. They kind of had like mid-range ones, which we'll do in the next test. This one from Asda was 35 pence, a single baguette, and this thing is noticeably the most lightest today, which doesn't make sense because this Morrison's single baguette is also 35 pence and 170 grams. Well, without getting Indiana Jones on this generally does feel heavier. Next up from Aldi is a double pack of baguettes at 70 pence, so one each is still 35p. Lidl's double pack came in at 72 pence, so that works out 36 pence a baguette, a whopping 1 pence more per baguette compared to them. Then our only frozen baguette today from the store Iceland, a double pack of those for £1, which works out at 50 pence each. And finally, the most expensive budget baguettes was this twin pack from Sainsbury's, £1.25 for that, or actually 62 pence per baguette. So these are the budget ones. They all go up in price, but 35p for here versus 62 pence, that is nearly double the price. Okay, talking about that, I'm quite hungry right now. Let's get one of each on a tray and see if there are any visual differences. Okay, so this is the same order. We've got our cheap ones here all the way to the more expensive, and it's actually surprised me a little bit. There are some slight differences. There's also a distinct waft of garlic, so this has become quite real. The most expensive Sainsbury's one doesn't look any more covered, in fact slightly less maybe than the cheapest, but the one that's got the most slavering is actually the frozen one there. That might be a cheeky one. There's only one way to find out. All right, in you go. Yes, in about 14 minutes, we're gonna go to garlic bread school. We're gonna start to do our grades. Actually quite excited for this. Oh, it smells so good. Freshly baked bread, the garlic scent. Oh, I might get bored of it in a few hours, but come on. Oh, it smells so good. I was actually thinking like the ones on the ends might catch a lot more. My oven can sometimes be like that, but it's a nice consistent color. I think visually, if I wanted to pick any of these up right now, it'd probably be this second one here because I can see like pockets of butter there. Oh my gosh. I might give myself the chance to revisit some of these scores because if we eat something later that's not as good as these, I've got to be fair to them to revise it. Okay, Asda. The crunch of the bread is good, but it just tastes like bread. I'm gonna give that a D. Oh, this Morrison's one seems a lot more tender. Oh my gosh. There is way more butter on that. Okay, I like that because it wasn't dry. The good crunch, it's like buttery, and I thought, yes, I've tasted garlic, but it actually tastes like mode grass. That, despite the same price, is a C. That's definitely a step up. That's good, that's okay. All right, and our last bulk one, this is from Aldi, and I'm getting similar visual vibes already to our first budget one. Yeah, that doesn't look, it looks dry. All right, I'm fairly certain, and actually looking at them, they do look exactly the same dimensions, even the angles of the slice. I think that came from the same place. I'm giving that one a D as well. It's kind of poor. But out of those three that are the same price, a step above. This one was only 1p more from Lidl. This was the taller one. Oh. That is the first garlic bread out of the 4 garlic breads I've had that actually tastes of garlic. It's a good crunch, you can taste the garlic, but the butter has kind of, in this one, made it soggy. So yep, this one a C. All right, next up, the one that visually, this is the frozen one, okay? Oh, it had so much butter on it. Helped it get a nice golden brown top. Oh my gosh, that feels pillowy. That feels like the second one. That is gorgeous. That is everything right about what was right about these in a baguette. That is an absolute solid B, and it's passable. I just feel like there's not enough flavor, not enough oomph and punch behind it. I feel like we're gonna get better. And hopefully we should with this last one for the budget range. Remember this one, oh, the most expensive budget at 62p. Oh no, it looks dry. It looks dry. And only half of the baguette has got garlic on it. That's disappointing, you know. That's a D. That tastes so similar to this one, even though there's nearly 30 pence difference. Oh my word. Yeah, I wanted to like it, but it tastes so similar to our budget version at the start. So the winner of the budget one is the frozen, but we've got to give a special nod to this second one from Morrison's. I mean, visually, they all look like it's garlic bread. It's good, but the difference in the texture of the bread, the butter, the moisture of that, whether the garlic tasted of garlic, the flavors working together. But we've got to remember, despite my hands stinking of garlic, the room smells of garlic. I'm actually a garlic bulb right now. We've got to give it some slack, and I could revisit my scores. So maybe we omit Iceland from this whole scoring thing anyway. It's the only frozen ones. There were frozen variations in all the supermarkets, but you got a much better range in the refrigerated aisle. So maybe there is that whole thing of frozen, bringing it to life. But if you could take the Morrison's one without it tasting of grass, and a little one with less sogginess, more butter from the Morrison's one, that would be the dream budget baguette. First thing I've got to say with these, even with the single packs as well, they are noticeably heavier, about 50 grams difference between the budget ones. So first up from Aldi's Carlos range, reduced fat garlic baguettes, £1.55 for 2 in a pack, which works out at 78 pence per baguette. Then it's Asda, 2 garlic and herb baguettes, £1.63, so 82 pence each. Sainsbury's garlic baguettes, £1.80, so they work out at 90 pence each. Now visually from inside the packaging, and indeed the packaging itself, these look scarily similar. We've now got Morrison's again with a single baguette, except this one costs £1, but is actually 50 grams more in weight. And no pressure on this one, because it was Morrison's that made that second 35 pence garlic baguette that was beautiful. And last up from Waitrose, we've got the most expensive standard baguette at £1.10. All right, so here they are in the same order. It's worth noting that all of these are not just garlic. They're supposed to have garlic and parsley in it. I would say this Waitrose most expensive one looks like the neatest baguette. It looks like it's had some sort of quality control. And actually the one that looks the most buttery is the low fat one here. That is absolutely slathered in it. But compared to our budget one, there's no sort of standout slightly darker one. In fact, it does look like a lineup of some very, very beige bread, which hopefully is gonna taste incredible in just a moment. No, do you know what? Late entry. I sort of did this because it's quite expensive. But it is still a baguette. Yeah, this from Marks and Spencer's, a whopping 30 grams more than our most expensive one that was £1.10, is a handcrafted stone-baked garlic baguette. So it's topped with parsley, but also roasted garlic butter and also some shallots. So we will have to, oh my gosh, look at that. It looks like it's been mummified. Oh, wow. That looks like ice cream. Ooh, okay, but £4. That one on the end just looks like some sort of garlic bread imposter now, doesn't it? It shouldn't be there, but it's still a garlic bread baguette. But what I guess I'm finding fascinating is although they are all classed as garlic bread, so far they've been so different, and I think this batch might take it up an even bigger notch. Oh damn, this smells so good. What a waft of garlic. Oh, look at that. The difference is crazy. The waft of garlic scent then. Oof. It's interesting with these more expensive ones that as they've baked, they have actually opened the pockets more. The only one that hasn't is the low fat one. That stayed kind of closed. I'm now absolutely convinced that these Asda and Sainsbury's ones are exactly the same, because even the shape on the bread, now that it's highlighted, is identical. Out of the initial batch, this is probably my favorite just about visually, but it told me to bake this exactly the same time. I love how those colors have darkened and deepened. It looks proper gourmet. Right. Let's see what they are like. So let's start with this reduced fat one, which does feel a little squidgy. It looks a little dry. Ooh, oh gosh. Even the bread's not got much crunch in it. Have they got low fat bread in there as well? Oh, That's really disappointing. It doesn't taste of garlic, it doesn't taste of butter. You can tell it's low fat because the difference in the butter used is significant. It's got like no punch to it. And the garlic is really mild and bland. Oh, I'm sorry, but I want to put that in the D category like with our first budget garlic bread. But like that doesn't actually feel like it's garlic bread. I was thinking maybe I went easy on that first garlic bread, but that is worse. I was not expecting that, but for £1.55, that is a fail. Well, I don't know if this bodes well because it was also Asda, this is their more upmarket one, that also got a D and we struggled with. I'm saying we, you're part of this as well, I've just got to eat the calories. Oh dear, that does, oh no. There's a little bit of squeeze in there, a little bit of butter. Ooh, okay. That's better. But it doesn't wow me. I'm basing that just based on the crunch of the bread, which of course, baking it, we're going to bring it back to life. The butter's bland. I can't taste the garlic. I can't really taste the parsley. Not that I generally do taste parsley. Sorry, Asda, it's not been a very good day for you yet, but you might be able to redeem yourself. Maybe we could give that to the lady in her pajamas. Now, this one from Sainsbury's, we were convinced, and as I slice into it, I'm feeling the same, that it was basically a rebadged version of this. It looks absolutely identical. Yeah, if anything, it's even more chewy with a less butter to garlic ratio. That is a D again. Ugh. Morrison's, last time you were phenomenal. Very surprising with your budget one. If this tastes worse than their budget one, then I'm going to be stockpiling their budget stuff. Right, okay, it's definitely different to these. There's more butter on it. You can see the oils in the butter. Yes, Morrison's. That is fantastic. The crunch of the bread is good. I could almost feel it as I was holding it. It felt like a different texture, like it was not so doughy. It felt crispy. A nice splodge of butter on there and an even scattering of the herbs that you can actually taste. That is going to be my first A. I don't know what Morrison's are doing to their garlic bread, but it's absolutely delicious, both this and the budget one. But that is a step up and my first A. All right, so our last, I guess, standard one. This goes a bit crazy, right? But this is still the upmarket supermarket, their standard single garlic bread, as we saw. I'm loving the color hue on it. It looks fantastically golden. There's a good old splodge of butter. All the signs are promising. And again, the crust, like this last one, it's thinner, almost like these are actually related. Oh, it's good. I'm turning into like a garlic bread connoisseur. It's the crispiness of the bread is there. The butter is nice, but the butter has completely taken over the garlic and herb flavor. It's just slightly too much. And I had high hopes for that. It's not bad at all. It's a good garlic bread, but it's not as good as this. It's a B. I'm going to give this a little bit of slack. I mean, if I can taste any shallots whatsoever, oh my gosh. That is a really good crunch. Oh, look at the coverage. That is fantastic. Oh, that is so cheeky with the stone-baked base. It's like wrapped in flavor. You've got the crispiness, the extra darkened flavor in there as well. That is absolutely phenomenal. The butter is good, slightly salted. You can taste the herbs in there. But I think it's that extra effort on the dough. The stone-baked finish, not only that golden crunchy topping that's thin, loads of butter, like the ratio of that is great. It's like a proper dollop. And let's be honest, it was smothered. It was hand smothered. Potentially. And that for me, I'm not taking price into account because if I was, the Morrison one would be the winner here. But that is superior. Taste is phenomenal. It's everything I want in garlic bread. And let me tell you, if we launched that on a weather balloon, I think the farmer's field that it lands in would probably be rather reluctant to let it go. Yes, I think I've definitely had my garlic baguette fixed now. However, I wanted to do another round where it was kind of like more like premium specialty things, sort of spin-offs from garlic bread. So they do sell toasts, which are more thinner. I think that's quite popular in America. And of course, like I said, there were other versions where there was cheese and other sort of like shredded onion completely on top. But I found some other things such as ciabattas and flatbreads, which were still kind of garlic bready. And actually some of these flatbreads, if they're just pointless dough with some sort of buttery, spready garlic thing on it, they might not taste the garlic. Let's go. One thing I'm thinking is like sometimes we get at Aldi or Lidl for our vegetable shop or something like that. Am I going to start going to Morrison's for my garlic bread shop? So first up, we've got a ciabatta test and Morrison's is in there. Yes, 4 of those topped with extra virgin olive oil and parsley for £2. So the interesting thing with these is they are double the cost and you get half the weight, but it is a ciabatta. Next up from Asda, we've got some slow fermented ciabattas. So they're £2.23. They come in a large pack. I think think there's about 3 in there, but they are jumbo compared to the Morrison's one. And again, sort of like a slow fermented dough, so will that add more flavour? And last up by Waitrose is their garlic ciabatta, £2.60, about 80 grams more than the weight of their garlic bread and significantly more expensive, but it's airy, it's premium, and I wanted to put it against these. Well, I thought there was 3 in a pack, but there's only 2, but you can see why, because this is still bigger than half of the Morrison's pack, and obviously this one is sliced where these are crossways. These are still like the classic garlic bread one, but it's still a ciabatta. I've got high hopes for these. Oh, what a crunch. Oh. Morrison's, what are you doing? You've been like the standout today. That is atrocious. The oil has just effectively fried that bread. There is no taste there. It's dry. I can smell the garlic. I can see the garlic, but I can't taste it. It's literally a fried bread stick. That is a fail. I'm sorry, that's atrocious. But there could still be a chance for Morrison's to redeem themselves one more time. Oh, wow. 18-hour fermented dough. But again, I love with ciabatta, you've got that airiness. Is this an adequate alternative to garlic bread? Quite simply, no. It's a little bit softer from that dough. Also, because it's probably thicker as well, there's a bit more give in there. But that has all the flavour of a cardboard box. Literally fried bread, no garlic, no scent, no flavour, no aroma. Absolutely, massively disappointing. I'm gonna give it a D only because it's not a brick. Well, I'm hoping, based on that this Waitrose ciabatta saves the day. Oh, I mean, it's effectively a garlic baguette. Oh, there doesn't seem to be much garlic on there. I was kind of hoping they would work. If they had butter on them, maybe, as a sort of lighter alternative to garlic bread with that open face. But this... All right, amazing crunch. You're getting that, you know, that sort of like spongy ciabatta texture. The crunch is good. The flavor from the dough is fantastic. And the butter really did make a change there. I could taste it. There's supposed to be garlic and parsley in that. I couldn't taste either. Massively, massively disappointing. But better than that. That was better than that. I'm gonna give that a C. So last up, we have got the flatbread round, and I've got a feeling I know which one's gonna win, and it's this one. Yes, this is the Lidl garlic flatbread for £1.55. I think this is going to be great because it's absolutely slathered in butter. Next up from Waitrose, olive oil and roasted garlic flatbread for £2.50. From Marks and Spencer's, this flatbread has got garlic butter on it rather than oil and is £2.40. I think the butter, like this one, is going to make a massive difference, and this one's stone baked. And finally, this roast garlic and herb flatbread from Morrison's for £3.50. So it's kind of a chance for Morrison's to have some redemption, but it is the oil. I didn't like that. I really think the Lidl one's gonna be the best, you know. All right, in you go, friends. I think this is gonna be a very mixed bag. Oh, here we go. And boy, do all of these, all of them, look kind of dry. All right, I had strong hopes for the Lidl one. Oh, actually, it's not as firm as I thought. The knife went through it okay, but it's just so bone dry. Oh, it's quite salty. Nah, despite being slathered in the butter, it's more like a garlic breadstick. That's disappointing. I'm going to give that a D. Next up, we've got the Waitrose one. Now, I think, hang on. Oh, this was the one in the olive oil. That is thin and crispy. Oh, Ooh, for something as crispy, surprisingly chewy, and a decent amount of garlic taste on there. But despite it not being so greasy, I'm missing the flavour of the butter. I'm going to give that a C. Here is the M&S flatbread, which did have butter in it. It looked like quite bland on the box. Oh, that's dry. Oh, again, a lot like that. It's the salt from the butter, I think, that's just helping a little bit. And there was a fair bit on there, right? Ugh, can't taste garlic or anything in it other than salt. It's kind of like a salt cracker. I'm gonna give that a D as well. That's shocking. But last up, I feel like this garlic bread story arc, I'm finding that, hang on. Oh, softer, not so crispy. Morrison's, you've been the story arc of this whole video. I really believe that a garlic bread, it's got to be round with that softness in the middle for the garlic and butter to get into that fluffiness so you get that crispness. But see here, there's a bit more give. No. Oh my gosh, that's just not nice at all. That's literally a slab, again, of fried bread. These are actually worse than the ciabattas. They added the oil. At least, well, a couple of them had some texture to it. This just doesn't work. I think you don't mess with garlic bread, and that involves sending it to the edge. of space. Yep, so that's also a D on my fat and buttery stained score sheet here. But the best one for the value was just that simple £1 baguette. It did the basics right. Thin bread, lovely butter flavour, actual garlic tasting in there. And yes, as this video has gone on, and indeed the prices have gone up and tasted worse. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Cheers for watching. If you want to see a follow-up, do let me know down below what it could be. Maybe I go international, and I'll see you next time. I've just finished cleaning up out here and I have to light a candle. It absolutely honks of garlic. Well, at least I won't be seeing Dracula for a while. See you later.